Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on the level 65, Shadowknight, ROG, Shaman. We've got 4,160 AA points. We are up to 20. Oh, actually, we're maxed with how many A's we can have banked, so we can buy another rank of mystical attuning. We're at 24 out of 25 mystical attuning ranks, so 100 more and we'll cap that out. We're here in the plane of time, and we'll get to that in a minute. I've got some updates on the character. You can see the weapons look a little different. Those are just glamours. Here, let me click off my illusion. There we go. Don't get to see the human very often. The character is a human. So the armor looks different, right? I got some glamours. I won them through a raffle in a Twitch stream, Broken Stoics Twitch stream. He was raising money for charity for a armed forces veterans charity, and giving away items when he met certain thresholds for those things. And I entered and won a bundle of some glamour items. Now I was a little torn on using something that I didn't obtain myself because I'm a solo self-found character. But in the case of glamours, it's just the appearance of the character. It's not really coupled to the ability to do things, kill things, progress. So, giving myself a little leeway in that regard. The glamours that I'm wearing are the resplendent leather glamours. So that's we got the chest, the legs, the gloves, the boots, the wrists, the arms. And then on the helm, I'm wearing a wolf helm glamour. That was from the Easter event. I also have a Staff of the Limper glamour on my primary hand item. And offhand, I'm using a yellow egg staff. So there you go. As far as item upgrades that I've obtained, we did get a second Earthen Bracer of Fortitude. We got that to Legendary. That's the Bracer off of Quorum, so we have two of those now. We have a Face Guard of Frenzy that we got up to Legendary. We got a Celestial Cloak that we got up to Legendary. That might be it as far as changes to items. We're still wearing the Legendary Moss Encrusted Bands. We've got Legendary Boots of Despair. Gloves of Airy Mists. I'm not sure if I had those previously. We got those, powered them up to Legendary. We're wearing Greaves of Furious Might, second Earthen Bracer Fortitude. We're wearing a Cord of Temporal Weavings. Got that to Legendary. Sharkbone Plated Pauldrons. Collar of Catastrophe. Grimoire's Guard of the Plagues. Arm Guards of the Brute. Helm of Flowing Time. For earrings, we're still wearing a Sigil Earring of Veracity. That's the quested earring from Lucklin. And we're wearing a Karana's Tear. So we could do better. And we will, hopefully. Through the Aid Grimmel quests, we hopefully obtain Signet of Might and Signet of the Arcane. So that's the items we've got. We're running our usual buffs. Hang on a second here. We're gonna go with Dark Elf. Let's swap that over here. Okay. I'm gonna click this off. All right. Move that up here. Just redoing my buffs a little bit. Running the usual buffs. We got a whole lot of clicky buffs. We've got our Shield of Flame, Aura of Battle, Chromatic Chaos. That's a clickable effect from this earring, Fitz's Chromatic Earring. It's a Velius quested. We've got Bramblecoat, Heart of the Void, Shield of the Arcane, Invigoration of Raitan, Black Shroud. No, those are all from clickable items there. Banshee Aura, that's a Shadowknight spell for damage shield. Call of Darkness, also Shadowknight spell, attack buff. Ancestral Guard, AC buff, Focus of the 7th, hit point, and strength and strength dex buff, yeah. We got Farine Avatar, Blessing of Replenishment, Form of the Great Bear, and Venom Blades. I got Anger of the Shisar Poison, Cloak of Lachlan. Then we're moving on to more clickable buffs. We got Pestilence Shock. It's a disease-based direct damage proc buff that comes from the symbol of the Plains Masters. Excuse me. We got what's that? Call of Fire. That comes from the Gloves of the Crimson Sigil, which I actually went back to Vexthal recently again after doing a video and killed the bosses again and got a legendary version of these, so that was nice. Previously I had an enchanted version, so the only difference is it has a shorter cast time. This one has 1 second, where I think the enchanted version has a 2 or 2.5 second cast time. We got Spirit of the Leopard up, Spirit of Beely, Grim Aura, Aura of Eternity. It's mana and hit point regen buff. Comes off of the Celestial Cloak here. We've got Primal Guard. It comes off of the Silver Hoop of Speed. That is an overhaste, so it's increase hit points by 5 per tick and increase haste V3 by 105%. So general, the cap on haste is 100%, but with that buff you can go 5% over, so our haste is currently 105%. What else do we got? Sympathetic Strike 8, Sympathetic Healing 8. Those are from these items here: Shield of the Vortex and Great Staff of Power. Legendary. We've got a Familiar, an Old Bunny. That gives us 25% increased spell damage. Now, I'm not positive what spells that works on. I haven't taken the time to try and figure it out. You know, like take the buff off, cast spells, put it back on, recast spells, see which ones are different. I don't think it applies to dots. I'm not sure if it applies to our proc, like direct damage procs, poison procs. Maybe. Maybe it's just like spells with a cast time that have a direct damage, in which case the only one that I use regularly would be my life tap that would affect. I'm not sure. Form of defense that increases our AC. I usually use Girdle of Intense Durability for the 15-point damage shield buff. I'm going to click that off. I also have Pact of the Wolf on, just because the server-wide haste buff is not running right now, which usually shows up in the songs window. So if I take Pact of the Wolf off, you'll see in my stats my haste drops to 73%. So I need that buff right now, or some haste buff to get me up to the cap. And then yeah, we've got lethality, which is just the rogue AA that stays up pretty much all the time to increase our damage modifier. For spells, we've got Venom of the Snake, Bane of Knife, Scourge of Knife, Ancient Scourge of Knife, Blood of Saren, and Venom Bolt, a lot of hate. Currently have Bane memorized. That's Shaman magic-based damage over time. Got Melos, Bond of Death, Touch of Enoric, Quiescence, and Tenarg's Mending. One other item that I picked up recently, or I guess two items, this and this here. Whoop. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Oh well. This one right here. So this Shield of Spiked Energy comes from Vexthal. I got a legendary version. It's usable by Paladin and Shadowknight. 1.8 second cast time of Mana Sink. It gives you a buff that is basically a magic absorb rune. 250 points. I'm not sure if that's affected by anything, like healing amount on items. I don't know, or if it's just always going to be 250 point absorb. So not something I would bother spamming, but to start out a fight, sometimes I'll use that. I did pick up these Shaman quested / trades guild pants. They come from the elemental chain pant pattern that you combine with some forget what it's called, ethereal metal rings, a symbol, a hammer. You put them in a quested container, and you get these. Clickable effect, 2-second cast time of Pox of Bertoculus. I don't know why I didn't pick that up sooner. I've definitely gotten the patterns for the chain pants and just never bothered to look at what they made. I assumed it wouldn't be an upgrade, but it has a clickable. That is nice. Basically frees up a spell slot, gives me an extra dot that I can cast on longer fights. Yeah, and it's not, it's a large dot. It lasts almost 3 minutes and does a lot of damage. So we worked that into our clicky dot macro. We've got 4 clicky dots now. We got the Spear of Fate. We got the Greaves with the Pox of Bertoculus proc on it, or clickable on it. We've got Bone of Bertoculus, which has the Rotting Bile dot. We got that from Vexthal. And we've still got these enchanted Elder Spiritus fan braces. 4-second cast time is kind of tough. I have gone back to Karner's Castle and tried to get a legendary version to reduce the cast time. No luck. I got another version. I think I got 2 base versions and 1 more enchanted version. But not being a druid, I can't power those up myself. The only way I would be able to get a legendary version is buy it or get it to drop. Or I guess if I got 4 enchanted ones, I could buy the 10,000 plat combined container off the merchant in the bazaar and combine those into a legendary version. Yeah, so that's it for items. Bunch of change. Oh, I went back to Chardok. I got this earring. 0.4 second cast time of Bobbing Corpse. So that's my levitate item now. I got a levitate hotkey. Just uses the item from the bag. There, levitate 0.4 seconds. Let's see if it works. Levitation doesn't function here. Okay, never mind. So we're here in Planet Time. We're gonna try and kill Zeb. I've tried him a few times. I actually made it far, pretty far. So yeah. We're gonna try a strategy that I overheard and is kind of cheesy, but it uses the abilities of my class combo, and you know, we would just be using the game mechanics to do stuff. Um, yeah, so let's try it. All right. So that's sorry about the time on the video. I just looked, I spent about 15 minutes giving updates and talking and not actually doing anything. We're here at the start of phase 1. Now, if you look at the map, you'll see all of this stuff here is still alive. We just teleported from the initial area to phase 1. After we cleared Plane of Time, I teleported out after spawning Zeb, went back, and then teleported back to the undead area of phase 1. When I came through phase 1, phase 2, I used Feign Death, Sneak Hide to only kill the bosses that were needed to start phase 3, and then just kept going. So there's a bunch of trash alive here, and basically what I intend to do is gather all of this stuff, aggro it, drag it with me all the way through phase 3, click the portal, go to phase 4, and then from phase 4 go to phase 5, and then into the Quorum/Zeb area, and just have it all come with me. It'll take a few minutes. The reasoning for that is I want stuff that I can kill while Zeb is engaged in order to get the Mortal Coil proc from the Shadowknight to pretty much always be active. With that, here, let me pull up Mortal Coil right here. There's a description. When I get credit for a successful kill, there's a chance to harvest the energy of the victim. It improves my AC, grants me the ability to draw hit points from enemies as I attack them. And each rank increases the ability, or the amount harvested. So basically what it does is it gives me a short duration buff that makes my auto attacks and backstabs, just my melee attacks, life tap. So with how quickly I attack, how much damage my auto attacks and backstabs do, it's constant healing, constant. So I want all of that stuff with me when I'm engaged killing Zeb, so that I can kill one, make sure I got Mortal Coil up. You know, if it looks like it's going to fade, kill another one, keep Mortal Coil up, just keep Mortal Coil up the entire encounter. Pretty cheesy, but that's what we're going to try. I stuck a non-weapon in my primary hand so that I don't riposte and damage something and like cause the pack of things to summon me while I'm trying to gather things and bring them to the Zeb area. I put my pets on hold. Pet hold on. Pet assist off. Turning assist off. Okay. Let's start doing this. I got heal over time on myself. This one's getting kind of low. All right. What I would like to do is like try to slow stuff as I go too. So I got my clickable times antithesis. Not only just to get aggro, but you know, help me survive longer. Because some of this stuff, like, yeah, it doesn't hit super hard, but when you have, I don't know, however many it is, beating on you at the same time, it hurts. All right, so we got all of that stuff. We'll go grab these two areas too. That one, those frogs hurt. I actually saw somebody a group do Zeb on a stream, and they had an enchanter charm one of those frogs and use it to tank Zeb. Now it looked like it was difficult. It was taking a lot of damage, but they pulled it off. All right, I think we got it all. Oh, never mind. I was reminiscing about the days when Shaman debuffs, including slow, caused Shamanistic Curse, the damage over time AA, to trigger. It's not the case anymore. So I was just thinking that I was shooting myself in the foot by slowing these things because it might proc Shamanistic Curse, but that is not the case. Shamanistic Curse will only proc if you cast a actual damage over time spell on things. Okay, so where are they on the map? They're like over here. They'll probably warp through to there, and then they'll come this way. But it might take a minute or two. Hopefully. All right, here they come. Here come. Here they come. Took a bit for the map to update. All right. I'm gonna try and gather them up and like when they all get here, and just kind of run through my extended target window and just slow them. Or try to slow them. Okay. There are some casters in the pack, which is fine. Like whatever. Those probably actually do less damage than the melee ones. Oh, there's the main pack of stuff there. Good. Okay, we got him slowed. Him. Okay. With so many things, it's hard to like. I don't even know if my extended target window is big enough to show all the stuff that I have on my aggro list. Hopefully the um, audio is coming through okay on the recording. I did rework my setup a little bit, not to bore people too much, but instead of just increasing the gain or volume on the microphone. That's not what we want. Why is he on the extended target window? Okay, all right. I added a couple filters for the microphone. One to decrease background noise, one to compress it, and make sure it was loud enough and not too loud. So hopefully it's coming through okay. I did do some test recordings and uploads, and it sounded okay to me. But yeah, curious what you guys think. Okay, so I think we got the majority of the stuff slowed. So that should decrease the damage output of it. So that's nice. So we're gonna throw a heal over time on ourselves right here. Okay. Let's refresh this. All right. We're gonna let's see. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. All right. Let's get Mortal Coil. Hopefully. Come on. Come on. Alright, we got mortal coil. We're going. Hopefully. Let me heal myself up. Alright, and we're gonna go. We're going. Let's get Melos on him, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't know what happened there. Alright, we're back. Looks like some things have reset into phase 1-2 area, so we're gonna teleport back there, try to grab them. Undead trial. Okay. We'll go look for them. I got a couple things over there. Alright, we'll run back to the quorum area. Hopefully all our stuff is there. It looks like it's pathing back. Oh no. Maybe we'll I wonder if we can. Let's see, where are we here? Yeah, I think it's gonna kind of go through the world and not come our way. Let me feign death. We'll teleport out, back in, wait for it to reset so we can gather it back up again. Alright, we're back in Planet Time, phase 1-2 area. Things are starting to reset. I zoned in and then just immediately got aggro, which is fine. Just have to make sure that I'm keeping a little bit of distance, not letting it all hit me. Oh, I think I know why I died. Forgot to put my main hand weapon back on when I engaged Zeb. So we'll take it off for now, but definitely need to remember to put that back on. Alright, let's start getting this stuff here. I'm kind of gathering them up, doing some circles, tab targeting to try and get slows on them, using my clickable times and thesis. Hang on a minute, there's one over here that we missed. This guy. Got him. All right. There we go. All right. And yeah, you can see I took a pretty good chunk of damage there. That many mobs, even if they're only hitting for a couple hundred each, hitting you at the same time does hurt. All right. I'm gonna put my main hand weapon back on before I forget. And now I'll just try to keep my distance from them when they get here. Looks like they're passing through the phase 4/5 area now. All right, let's do our slow attempts again. And this is a lot of stuff. Okay. I feel like a bard right now, doing like a swarm kite. Just trying to get slow on as many of them as I can. It looks like that's the, oh wait, not quite. I thought that was the end of the extended target window. I can expand this window. I'm just using my scroll bar to run through it. My mouse scroll. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, so there's more than I could see in my extended target window. So there's more than 25, I think it is. I'm just kind of clicking randomly now to see if I can find more that are not slowed yet. All right. All right. Throw a heal over time on ourselves. Try to get a kill on one of them to start the Mortal Coil chain. Here, I'll try to get. I'm trying to see who would have the least amount of health, or who's going to give me. Probably one of the casters, because they'll be separated from the pack, right? All right, we'll go over here, kill this guy. Try to. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no. Come on. All right, we got it. We got it. Or did we get it? No, we didn't get it. Oh no. All right, kill this guy. Hopefully, come on, come on. I don't think we got Mortal Coil there. All right, we got it there. Let's go. Refresh, heal over time. Go get Zeb. Okay. Throw up Rapid Bear, Ancestral Guard. Aid, rather. Ancestral Aid. There's Nagy, Lord Nagy. Getting a spell off with this stuff hitting me is pretty difficult. Okay, I got a dot on him, which should help. Mortal Coil is still up. Okay. Oh well. Alright, we're back here in phase 2 area 1, 2 of any time. Gotta regather everything. Yeah, okay. 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 Can't tell if we got aggro and everything. There's some things over there that don't look like they're moving. Frogs. Got them. All right. Let's put our regular weapon back on. Make our way back to the quorum area. We just lost the run speed buff from the server. So we're feeling pretty slow. Even though we've got Spirit of Beely up, it is not Bard speed. All right, as far as my extended target window goes, that's as many as I can get targeted through there. I just tab targeted another one without slow on it. Okay. I think what I'm going to try to do is open up with a dot on something just to get a little extra damage and hopefully kill it quicker before I engage this pack of stuff. Alright, got a dot on that guy. I assume he's going to summon me. Or not. Interesting. Okay, we got Mortal Coil. We'll throw Heal Over Time on, and we'll go engage Zeb. Go Rabid Bear. And I'm going to drop Call of the Ancients. Alright, he's at 96. At 95, we should get... What do we got? Kha'Zix Duel. Okay. I'll throw a dot on Kha'Zix. Good. Heal over time on myself. Okay, let's kill another one of these guys. Make sure Mortal Coil stays up. Alright, go back to Kha'Zix here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Nope. Hey guys. So I realized that I may not have had my microphone set up correctly for the recording previous to where we're resuming here. What I'm going to do is split this video just in case. That way the next recording will be having the correct audio through the microphone. So this one's been about 45 minutes, and we haven't done very much. We've attempted Zeb a few times and talked about the strategy we're going to use to hopefully kill Zeb. Yeah, we'll do a part 2 and continue. So thanks for watching.